Hello everybody, today I'll be ranking every video game that I've played. The criteria is that I will not be including mobile games, because otherwise the video would be way too long. I'll probably be ranking them in another video. The ranking will be based on how much I personally enjoyed it, so this is my opinion. The context matters, like how old I was when I played it, where was I, um, and a minor spoiler alert, because there may be some spoilers, and I'm just putting it here just in case. Hollow Knight Silksong. So, here's a quick overview of Silksong. Basically, you play as this person called Hornet, and you gotta go through, like, some place called Farloom to defeat Grandmother Silk. There's obviously more to the story. It's a Metroidvania, and it's really hard. Um, so obviously some people might get mad, but the thing is, I only played for like 2 hours and I dipped. It's honestly just plain frustrating. And if someone didn't play Hollow Knight before that, I don't see them making it very far. And I just don't really like the movement. I don't know why. It's not like the tight, snappy movement in Hollow Knight. And so it's probably just ranked this low because I just don't vibe with the game. It's obviously a really good game, but I personally don't enjoy it. Number 14 is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So a quick overview of it is that it's just a Mario game like the 2D platformer, but now Mario can get these Wonder Flowers and there will be weird effects. Like you see right here, the pipes are moving or it's raining stars. Bowser also gets like this Wonder Flower and turns into a castle at the start of the game. There are also new power-ups like this elephant one. Um, so I beat the game with my little brother, and that's really it. I honestly don't really like Mario platformers. I don't know why. Maybe that's why it's ranked that low. I really don't like the bosses. All you do is fight Bowser Jr. 5 times, and obviously the final Bowser boss fight. And honestly, I just don't think it's really fun. Number 13 is Super Mario Bros. 3D World, plus Bowser's Fury. So an overview of it is that 3D World is like a 3D Mario platformer, okay? And Bowser's Fury is like an extra. It's like an open world game. And so I beat a few worlds, so I didn't get too far into the game. I feel like the visuals are nice, but again, I don't like Mario platformers, and that's probably why it's ranked that low. I know it's probably a good game, but I just don't like Mario platformers. Next is Wii Sports, number 12. So a quick overview is that you have this Wii remote, and you can play 5 different sports, which are, let me think, tennis, baseball, bowling, uh, golf, and boxing. So I played it with my little brother a few times, like not much. The biggest advantage with Wii Sports is that it's really accessible. A lot of people can play it, but really it has a huge lack of content. Like, I don't know why it was like bought so many times. It has basically only 5 mini games you can play in it, and that's it. Like, I know there's a bit more, but it's mostly just 5 different sports you can play. Yeah, there's really not much you can do. Number 11 is Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, I think I have a lot to talk here. So, its overview is that it's a Pokemon game, but like it's a Legends game, so they added the new real-time battling system where instead of being a turn-based system, you can select different moves at any time. Uh, Everything in the game happens inside Lumio City, which is inside the Kalos region, but like inside one city. And megas are returning. There are also a few new ones. So I beat the game. I do have the DLC, but I haven't played it at all. And it's just a big disappointment. The thing is, I played Legends Arceus before that, and like Legends Arceus was a much higher quality game. than Pokemon Sword or Violet. So I thought the Legends game may be like the actual high quality games where they focus on making a good game instead of making money, you know? But turns out maybe that's not true. So like it's the complete opposite of Legends Arceus. Since I don't want to spoil anything, you'll probably hear me talk about it when I get to Legends Arceus. So the gameplay is really repetitive. It basically goes like you gotta rank up to rank A or something. So you like collect tickets from beating trainers. You rank up by defeating some dude, and you keep collecting tickets to fight another guy. There's more stuff that happens, but that's the main plot kind of, or the main gameplay or something. The map is way too small. Like everything happens inside of Lumio City. You can cross the whole map in like 5 minutes or something. And it doesn't help that the graphics are horrible. There's almost zero like variety in graphics. So like all you do is see these flat walls everywhere around the map. Um and no more magic. What I mean here is that this is my like fourth Pokemon game. Before I was like so excited to be finally playing a Pokemon game. I was like, whoa, I can finally play one of these games that I watched YouTubers play before. But I pre-ordered this and like it's not my first Pokemon game anymore, so I wasn't really amazed. Okay. And also, I would put this in last place just out of spite, but I gotta be a bit more fair, you know? Anyways, Super Mario Party Jamboree number 10. Okay? So a quick overview is it's just a fun Mario Party game. That's really it, I have to say. Uh so I played it alone and with my little brother. Uh like I played the story mode. The visuals are really great. Like in this rhythm kitchen thing mostly, like you can see. The Jamboree Buddy mini games are probably my favorite. They're really long and they have like more complex gameplay. But I wish there was more returning mini games. What I mean is that a lot of the mini games are mostly new, I feel like, and there were tons of mini games from the other Mario Party games that I played on my friend's Switch and I thought were really fun, and I wish I could play them on Mario Party Jamboree, but they weren't there. Anyways, number 9 is Wii Fit. So Wii Fit, it's kind of like Wii Sports, but except you have this Wii board thing that you step on, and you can do a lot of different mini games, which is more than 5, by the way. So I played it quite a bit as a kid. I actually really enjoyed it. My favorite mini game was definitely the running one. It was really fun. Uh, it has a decent amount of content. I don't know exactly how many mini games it has. Probably around 30. But I don't really care about the yoga workouts. Like they had yoga workout things which weren't really cool. But the reason I rank this above Wii Sports is that there are way more games to play on it. Now, starting from now, all the games I'm gonna list, I have enjoyed much more than the games I just listed. Not saying that the games I listed were bad, but saying that I really wasn't into them much. But the games I'm gonna list now, like I was watching YouTube videos about them, you know, theories and stuff. Yeah, that's to the point. Okay, anyways, uh, Pokemon Violet is in number 8, okay? So, an overview is that it's Pokemon, but with open world now. So like you can tell, yeah, so you can fight gym leaders in any order you want. There's a new gimmick called Terastallization where you get to change your Pokemon's type or Terastallize it into the same type and make the move stronger. And it happens in Paldea, which is Gen 9. Okay? So I completed the Pokedex on the Switch. I do have a Switch too, but like I completed the Pokedex before I got it on the Switch too, which is a big difference because The performance on Switch 2 is so much better than on Switch 1. It was pretty fun going around the open world, but it wasn't really dense. Like there wasn't much detail. It was super glitchy. I almost got used to them at this point. Like I was used to seeing my Pokemon not rendering, or maybe just attacks not like appearing for some reason, which is really bad. And the Pokemon, some Pokemon at least, are definitely way too small. Like you see here, they're smaller than the grass. I couldn't even see half of them. But since it's a Pokemon game, that's what bumps it up a lot. It still had like some magic. I saw people playing it before, and when I finally got to play, I was like, whoa, I'm actually playing Pokemon Violet. Anyways, number 7 is Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So basically you get to play in each of the Star Wars movie from 1 to 9. You can explore each planet from Star Wars, and each of them has an open world, and you can unlock Kyber bricks, which are like the main collectibles. As you can see in the bottom left, those are all the planets, and right here are the Kyber bricks. And so you can unlock a lot of characters. There are probably over 100 of them, and there are tons of puzzles in all of the open world games. I meant tons of puzzles in the like the planets. So I played this on my Switch and not my Switch 2. There was tons of content and detail in each planet, which is just amazing. Like every single corner, you can like find a puzzle to unlock a Kyber brick. So it was like really dense, and each planet had an open world, which was really cool. And the visuals are really amazing. Like I was playing on my Switch and the graphics weren't really good, but I could still tell that the visuals are just really good. But there's just one problem with it. It's way too easy. Like you basically can't lose. Even if you die, you just automatically respawn, which is a big problem. But other than that, this is a really good game. Now number 6, Mario Kart Wii. So the overview is that it's just a Mario Kart game, but now they added bikes, and bikes can wheelie, which makes them go in a straight line and go a bit faster. And some of them have inside drift. So I played this on my Wii with the Wii wheel. As you can see in the top right corner, I got pretty good at this game. This was my first Mario Kart game. The music is really good, and there are tons of cool and iconic shortcuts, like the gap jump, as you can see here. Um, the thing is though, that like the quality is really good, right? Like there are tons of good tracks like Mushroom Gorge, DK Summit, Maple Treeway, but there's not enough quantity. Like there aren't that many tracks, so like even though it was fun, I kind of got bored sometimes because there wasn't much to do, but it's still a pretty good game. Also, the game isn't really balanced. Anyways, number 5, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, they added anti-gravity. Well, like you can see here how the wheels are turned sideways. There are 48 tracks and 48 DLC tracks. So I played with my friends before getting it on the Switch, and I also got the DLC. So before that, I was playing Mario Kart Wii, and sometimes when I would play on my friend's Switch, I'd be like, wow, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has so many tracks. This game is so fun. So the visuals are really good. Like each track looks really nice, and there are tons of tracks. So in total with the DLC, that's 96 of them, and that's almost 100 different tracks, which is really good. But I didn't get as good in this game as Mario Kart Wii, but it's still a really fun game. Now number 4, Pokemon Sword. So Pokemon Sword, they added a new gimmick called Dynamax where your Pokemon turns really, really big, as you can see in the bottom left, right? Bottom left I meant. And they added wild areas, and remember, Pokemon Sword is one generation before Pokemon Violet, so they didn't do completely open worlds, but you can tell like they added a few wild areas which are kind of mini open worlds, and it happens inside the Galar region, which is in Gen 8. So most people might be thinking like Pokemon Sword isn't a really good game. Why do you put it so high? Well, the thing is that I beat the game and the DLC, and this was my first Pokemon console game, so there was tons of magic, if you know what I mean. I remember watching Zach Scott's playthrough of this, and I was like, wow, this game must seem very fun, right? So when I finally got it, I was very excited, but the world isn't really great. Like most areas, you pass through them and never come back. The music and the atmosphere is really nice. I felt pretty immersed. The story is definitely not good, but the DLC was definitely worth the probably like $30 or something. It was really good. They added two new areas and tons of new content. It was really nice. Some people say it carried the game. I wouldn't say it carried the whole game, but I can definitely say it's probably better than the main game. Dynamax is really cool. People say that like Mega Evolution is the best gimmick. But honestly, what I don't like about Mega Evolution is that only a few Pokemon can use it, right? But Dynamax, the thing is, every Pokemon can use Dynamax apart from like three of them. And like Mega Evolution has cool designs, right? But the thing is, Dynamax, it's like every Pokemon can use it, but some Pokemon get Gigantamax forms, which also gives them really cool new designs. So they have the accessibility to all Pokemon and new cool forms. So yeah, Dynamax maybe gameplay wise isn't the best, but I honestly think it's the coolest gimmick. But this game is way too easy. I basically one shot all of the opponent's Pokemons. Like, yeah, they need to make it at least a bit difficult. Number 3 is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So quick overview is that it's a 2D fighting game. Eh? It has characters from multiple different franchises. Like as you can see in the bottom right, you have Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, or Steve even, or Pikachu, you know? Multiple different characters from tons of different franchises. And it also has a story mode called World of Light. I didn't play it much. So I played it a lot on my Switch. I like how there's a lot of different characters. I don't think it's like the most crazy thing. I heard a lot of people like thought it was a dream come true with all of these characters. I mean, I think it's pretty cool, but it's not really a dream come true, you know? It has a lot of content, like from the story mode to all the items and other game modes you can play. But I just really don't like the formatting of the game. It's like they never put a way to have you discover all the content really. And they don't really have anything to make me want to keep playing the game. Like why should I just play Super Smash Bros and make no progress in the game? Like rather than playing a story game and actually make progress in it, you know? Because when you play the classic mode, nothing really gets unlocked or happens, you know, after you unlocked all the characters. So number 2 is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Um, so it's a Pokemon game, but now I think it's the first one to introduce like true open world, and it has a real-time catching system, not a real-time battling system yet. But the battling system is a bit different, but they did introduce real-time catching system. So the story is that you travel back in time to make the first ever Pokedex, and it has a huge focus on catching, which is the opposite of Pokemon Legends ZA, which focuses on battling, and I like catching way more than battling. So I basically 100%ed the game. Like, I got the shiny charm, completed the Pokedex, beat some of the later game trainers. Well, basically all of them. I just haven't completed those Path of Solitude things, which I really don't like, so I'm just not gonna do them. I really liked how this game felt organic. Like, you see how the artwork, it doesn't feel like those cheap like, big industry things. Like, it actually felt hand drawn, even though it definitely isn't. It just like felt like an indie game, even though it definitely isn't. But it gave that feeling, and I really liked that. I also really liked how, like, if you bought the game, you basically had all of the game. Like, you didn't have to like trade to a friend with Nintendo Switch Online to get certain Pokemon or something, which is the opposite of Pokemon Legends Yay. Like, I don't know why Pokemon Legends Yay had so much online stuff and so much stuff you had to unlock from getting online stuff. Like, I hated it. The side quests are really cool. I actually liked how you could mark them on the map, unlike Pokemon Legends Yay, and they were actually fun to do. And I actually felt like I would get rewarded for finishing them, unlike Pokemon Legends Yay. The new system was really cool. Like, I liked the new catching system. Like, you know, and also the battling system. It felt a bit more real time, but not completely real time, and I really liked the battling system, unlike Pokemon Legends ZA. I do not like the Pokemon Legends ZA battling system. The atmosphere was really nice. I liked the music and stuff. Unlike Pokemon Legends ZA, Pokemon Legends ZA atmosphere sucked so much. And it was actually challenging, which I can't really say unlike Legends ZA, because Legends ZA was actually a bit challenging. But unlike Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Sword, this game actually had a few challenges to it. Okay, and number one is Hollow Knight. So it's a Metroidvania, just like its sequel Silksong. So it's a 2D open world. It's in an underground world of bugs. Uh, and it has some free DLC. And I don't want to talk about the lore. So I beat the game on my Mac and my PC. So I started out on my Mac because like I download Steam on it, and then I realized I could download Steam on my PC. So I just played it on my PC instead. I have a save file with 102%, so I'm pretty far into this game. I think it's 104% now actually. Um so it has tons of detail and content into the game. Like, every corner of this world has like cool secrets that you can discover. And for an indie game, it's actually crazy how much detail they put into this. The atmosphere is really great. I felt really immersed into the game. The bosses are all really fun, and the fast-paced gameplay is really nice. The lore is great, even though I don't want to talk about it. I can say that it's really great, but it's just a tiny bit frustrating at the start. Like, at the start, I felt more scared to explore than like want to explore, because I only had 5 health and I felt like I was dying all the time. But after that, it was actually getting really fun. So, thank you for watching, everybody.